Millie Bobby Brown just announced that she and Jake Bongiovi have adopted a daughter, and the internet is going wild. But is Millie really making a mistake by adopting at just 21? And is Hollywood pushing her to grow up way too fast? Not only that, but Millie's troubling history of being groomed is once again in the spotlight following this latest scandal.
Millie Bobby Brown is a mom. The Stranger Things actress shares on her Instagram page that she and husband Jake Bongiovi have adopted a baby girl. Millie writes on August 21st, "This summer we welcomed our sweet baby girl through adoption. We are beyond excited to embark on this beautiful next chapter of parenthood in both peace and privacy." She adds, "And then there were 3. Love, Millie and Jake Bongiovi." Millie and Jake secretly married in 2024 after first sparking romance rumors in 2021. The 21-year-old previously teased that starting a family was something that was very important to her, explaining on a March episode of the Smartless podcast, "My mom actually had her first child at 21 and my dad was 19. This has been my thing since before I met Jake. I wanted to be a mom just like the way my mom was to me. Jake knows how important it is to me. Congratulations to Millie and Jake."
Ever since she first appeared in Stranger Things at just 12 years old, Millie hasn't been a stranger to controversy. She's grown up, but her fans refuse to grow up with her. Many still want her to remain that same 12-year-old girl forever. The moment Millie became a teenager and started experimenting with new looks, her comment sections were flooded with hate, with people calling her ugly and telling her to dress her age.
Millie Brown responds to people saying she looks 40.
I know that obviously people say that I look a lot older, like, you know, that's like a thing that I get a lot, is like, oh my God, she looks like 40. And I'm like, well, yeah, you did meet me when I was 10, so I'd understand. Now I'm 21, it's been 10 years. She grows. My face grew, I don't know what do you want me to do about that? And my accent thing, and I think people like to pick on certain things that I say and do, but it really actually doesn't bother me. And I wish I could be you know what, it does get to me. It used to get to me, it did. I remember trying to change myself to please the masses, and actually now I'm in a place where my accent does change, my face does grow, I do wear a lot of makeup, it's just the kind of person I like that, it's fun for me, and you're not going to tell me how to be a girl, you're not going to tell me how to be a woman, that is not the world I live in. It could be the world you live in, it's just not the world.
Millie eventually addressed the backlash. On her 16th birthday, she posted a video on Instagram with the caption, "The last few years haven't been easy, I'll admit that. There are moments I get frustrated from the inaccuracy, inappropriate comments, sexualization, and unnecessary insults that ultimately have resulted in pain and insecurity for me."
Hey everyone, it's Millie. I want to take a moment to address something that I think is bigger than just me. Something that affects every young woman who grows up under public scrutiny. I think this is very necessary to talk about. I started in the industry when I was 10 years old. I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason, people can't seem to grow up with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time, like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things Season 1. And because I don't, I'm now a target. I want to talk about some of the articles that have recently released while I'm on my press tour, and some of the writers who are so desperate to tear young women down. One article reads, "Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly?" Written by Lydia Hawkin. "What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face?" Written by John Eli. "Millie Bobby Brown mistaken for someone's mum as she guides younger sister Ava through LA." Written by Cassie Carpenter. Another article reads, "Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown's new mummy makeover look." Written by Bethann Edwards. "Amplifying an insult rather than questioning why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. This isn't journalism. This is bullying." The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing, and the fact that some of these articles are written by women makes it even worse. We always talk about supporting and uplifting young women, but when it comes down to it, it seems a lot easier to just tear them down for clicks. Disillusioned people can't handle seeing a girl become a woman, on her terms, not their own. I refuse to apologize for growing up. I refuse to make myself smaller to fit the unrealistic expectations of people who can't handle seeing a girl become a woman. I will not be shamed.
Some fans believe that growing up in the entertainment industry surrounded by adults, much with very few real friends her age, forced Millie to mature far too quickly. Millie herself admitted this during an episode of the Call Her Daddy podcast, where she revealed that she struggles to connect with people her own age or even make friends.
I've sat down with anyone that was a child actor. They talk a lot about like how normalized it was. Like you kind of mentioned, like you're around adults all day. Like, do you ever look back and be like, oh my God, I became so used to maybe like interactions with adults that weren't as normal for young kids?
100%. Yeah, I have trouble communicating even still with people my own age. Sometimes I find it hard navigating conversations or finding things in common, and that I know is just due to like my lack of socialization with children. If you put like a 60-year-old woman in front of me, I could talk for maybe like 4 or 5 hours. Like and I grew up with people over the age of 30 all the time. Most of my friends basically are over 25. I have a 27-year-old brother, a 30-year-old sister. So we have very big age gaps. So I grew up with a lot of adults in the house anyway, but I do have a 12-year-old sister. So I do love kids. I grew up having a baby in the house. So for me, yeah, I do really connect with kids.
Yes,
so
that makes sense.
It's like really like between 10 and like 21 that I'm just like, I don't know what to talk to you about, and I'm really scared. I don't have TikTok, so I really don't know what you're talking about. The other day, something was just said, and my husband was like, Millie, yeah, the golden white dress. Like, I'm just realizing what that is. Like, so that's where.
Many critics argue that the people around Millie have pressured her into acting older than she is, which is why she ended up marrying young and allegedly taking on parental responsibilities so early. Over the years, she has also been linked to several concerning relationships with adults. One of the most disturbing examples was her friendship with Drake, who is 17 years older. Reports claimed he was meeting her in hotels and teaching her about boys.
Adult crush. He's not my crush.
Okay.
Let me get this straight. He's like a brother. He's a brother. I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring, and he was touring too, and honestly, his managers just came up to my dad and said, Drake loves the show, come to a show tonight. And I was like, oh my goodness. And my dad, honestly, he was on T-Mobile, he was on the phone to T-Mobile trying to get us Wi-Fi for Australia. He was like, I don't know who Drake is. And I was like, are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see me? And I was like, okay, we're going. So I like got my outfit prepared, I went there, and he was such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl that and honestly, we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, like just life lessons. He's amazing. He's a great human being, and we went to dinner afterwards, and we had dinner the next day, and then we met in Sydney.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Let's not forget, Drake was even taking Millie out to dinners alone and partying with her on his private yacht. But why is a nearly 40-year-old man asking a 16-year-old girl to party in the middle of the night? Millie defended him on Instagram, writing, "Why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? You guys are weird. For real. I'm lucky to have people in the business extend their time to help me further my career and offer their wisdom and guidance. I'm very blessed to have amazing people in my life. You don't get to choose that for me."
Editing the Kris Jenner deep dive right now, but I literally just had to get these thoughts out of my brain so that I can focus on editing that deep dive. I have not been able to shake how hysterical it is that Drake had somewhat of a Freudian slip when he brought up Millie Bobby Brown in his response to Kendrick's diss, when Kendrick had never brought up Millie Bobby Brown, never name dropped her once. I truly have no idea why Drake would name drop Millie like that, because it seems more incriminating. But anyway, so I saw some things in the Twitter sphere today that piqued my interest. So I decided to go down the rabbit hole and I looked at some of Millie Bobby Brown's old Facebook posts. She's pretty active on Facebook. And when she was 13 years old, she posted this picture. It's her, as you can see behind me. It's a yacht. She's on a yacht, and the photo cred goes to Drake. Why is a 13-year-old child on a yacht with a rapper? So many questions. And then I saw this one from a few months after that. Millie was like 14 here. And she says, "Thank you, Drake, for the sick jacket. Tour starts in June. I'm so excited to catch a show. Love you." This is like insane to me. This is so bold, so brazen. I don't know how I've never seen these before. I've heard the other weird things and the speculations, but this is a lot. And don't even start with me with the, oh, they were both child stars. Drake's probably just trying to give her some guidance. Don't start with me. Don't even try it. A rapper in his 30s has no business bringing a freshly 13-year-old onto a yacht or sending her clothes. I
make videos on this channel. I start to realize that yachting and young girls, there's something bad about this mix. I don't think anything really great happens on a yacht, especially at night with a 31-year-old man and a 13-year-old vulnerable girl, in my opinion. I mean, I just can't imagine anything going right here. And wow, Millie posted it herself, so it's interesting to see this come back and haunt Drake. I really want you guys to unpack this picture with me and just really try to gauge what could be going on. Like, in the best case scenario, they just, I guess, hung out and had fun. I mean, I just don't know a 13-year-old. I can imagine, I can't even hold a conversation with like an 18-year-old. I can't imagine holding a conversation with a 13-year-old. And did he take this photo of her? Like, oh, you look cute here with the...
Everyone in the industry knew something about this friendship wasn't right. But the people around Millie told her it was normal. No one stood up for her. Even insiders in the rap world spoke out. On the Danza project, Benzino flat out said that Drake was wrong for texting Millie.
Let's just say what it is. Drake makes amazing music, but he lost. But Drake's, when it comes to that, and let's be honest. People are gonna hit Drake's soft points. He has a lot of them. Like, it is what it is. He's an amazing rapper.
You think he's a pedophile?
But he's no.
I don't think anybody really
I
think people really think that.
They're just.
Oh, come on. Let me tell you something. I was talking to somebody.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me answer that. Like, rewind. Go answer that again.
Do you think he's a pedophile?
If we're saying it based on what R. Kelly is, if we're saying the same thing based, if him with a chick under 16, then he's a pedophile. Based on what R. Kelly is.
That's the definition of a pedophile.
Well, I mean,
yeah, but did he kid under 16?
No,
the question is
not on record.
All right, well then there it is. Then that's the answer.
Not on record.
So the what they're questioning is his relationship with Millie Bobby Brown.
Now, how old is Millie Bobby Brown?
I think at the time she made the video, she was 14. They asked her what her relationship is.
Drake was with a 14.
No, that's not what they said. They said, and I want to just put it out there for you so you have the information. She's 14 years old. They pull up to her on the red carpet and they start talking to her. And they say, you have a relationship with Drake. Oh, yeah, he's a great friend of mine. He just texted me earlier today or this week and said, I miss you so much.
Oh.
Right?
What are you talking about?
Right, so let me finish. And she's like, oh, okay, well, what else do you guys talk? What does he talk to you about? Well, he gives me boy advice. They said, well, give us an example. What did the text say? She's like, I'll keep that in the text.
What the you texting her for?
Instead of denying the allegations, Drake responded in the way he knows best, with a song where he actually name-dropped Millie but never addressed the accusations head on.
He's basically addressing the controversy surrounding his relationship with Millie Bobby Brown. I still got mixed emotions. It's on a song called Another Late Night, and here's what he said.
My bank account is Magnolia.
So in the lyrics, he goes, weirdos in my comments talking about Millie Bobby. Look, bring them jokes up to the gang. We ready to get really flocky. Bottom honest, sir, why are you friends with Millie Bobby Brown?
It's a weird pairing, isn't it?
Weird ain't even the word. I don't know. Weird would be the word that I use to describe
Ironic.
it. Questionable, a little strange.
It's a little weird.
Drake and Millie Bobby Brown, they met in 2017. Millie was only 14 at the time. They have like a 17-year age gap between the two of them.
It doesn't sound right. It doesn't look right.
What conversation does a grown-ass man have to have with a 14-year-old girl? Could you imagine laying with your man and he get a text message and you'd be like, oh, is that one of your boys? And he goes, no, it's Millie Bobby Brown.
And before we continue with the next deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss an update.